we are going to be talking about the different sports betting symbols or terms or options in the sports betting arbitrage world. So there are so many symbols or terms or options which you can see in the sports betting arbitrage world. And then if you see them, you will be like, what option is this? Where can I get this? And how can I play it? So you just have to chill, because in this video I'll be discussing all the options which you have to know, so that whenever you see these options you can then identify them, and after identifying them you now know how to play them, how to act fast so that the odds will not change. Okay, so guys, these are the options on the sports betting arbitrage world. There are just so many of them which you can see, and whenever you see them, you are going to be you are going to go to play them. But whenever you see something that you don't know, certainly you might even be discouraged to play them. Okay, but when you see this option and you know that you have already learned about this option, because certainly this arbitrage site will not write it in full, they'll just write it in short form. So you just have to watch this video, and after watching this video you are now going to be you are now going to get to know or be familiar with these options, so that whenever you see them you are going to know what to do, and how you are also going to do it as fast and as soon as possible to play that game. Okay, so these options are just too much and too numerous, but let's just see some. You can see this one from the beginning, TO. Whenever you see TO, I know most of you know about this, is total over. So maybe if they tell you to play total over 100, it just simply means total over 100. They didn't mention a team. But whenever you see maybe TO1, it means total over 100 for the home team. Okay, so if the home team happens to play um up to 100, that is when that option is being won. So they are trying to tell you that you should put total over 100 for the home team. That means that it simply means that the home team must play over 100, not the total. That's not the entire event or the entire game. But once you see something like total over 100, it simply means just that event. In general, they didn't mention total over second team, which is this option, but they just mentioned TO or TU, total under. Okay, so this is how you can identify these options. There are so many of them right over here, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to cover all this, but they are, to an extent, or to a very good extent, they are self-explanatory. So once you just see them, they have already written what they mean right over here. Okay, so they have already given their description right over here. It's just for you to check the option and then check over to the description side and know what it means. So that's why I'll be dropping this article right now on the description section of this video. And then if you are if you're already a member in our social handles, in which if you are not a member, I'll still advise you join our social handles, because we normally post free sports arbitrage games which everybody can play and in. So I'll advise you join if you haven't joined. So if you are already a member, I'll drop the link to this article on the description on our social handles, WhatsApp and Telegram, so that everybody can benefit from it. And then after going through it, if you have any questions, you can also message me on WhatsApp, or maybe drop a comment on Telegram, or maybe you can also drop your comments right on YouTube, right here, on the comment section, and I'll be attending to your comments. Okay, so if you are playing these games now, there are also some things that you have to avoid, because as you are playing and as you are winning always, these bookies or the bookmakers are taking note of your account. You understand what I mean? So they are taking note of your accounts, they are checking your winnings, and then they will be like, something is suspicious about this guy. He's always making wins. This guy might be somebody that capitalizes on odds, and so therefore we are going to limit, or we are going to shut down your account. So there are some things you have to just take note of which I'm going to make a full video on that, but let me just drop some little tips. From time to time, if you know a bookie that you have been using and you have been using it to win, always winning, from time to time, I'll advise you just spare out 100 naira or 200 naira, use it to play game. Not even games. Just make sure you choose random games, because each time, whenever you come to play a game and you just choose one game, they are taking note of that. You are always playing a single game, and then you are staking high. That's another thing. So from time to time, you can just take a little amount of money. Make sure you select multiple games. If possible, select up to 100 games, 200 or more. With that 100 naira, make sure you just select multiple games, so that you are going to lose. Not that you are playing this game to win. You are playing that 100 naira game to lose that 100 naira, unless something good happens. Maybe you use that 100 naira to choose to play a game of 1 million and miracle happens, you win the 1 million, something like that. But just make sure that your motive of playing this game is for you to lose. Just play it for you to lose. And after that, then whenever you open an account on your betting platform, avoid opening multiple accounts. That is another thing. Avoid opening. This one is a very, very big crime in the sports betting world. Not even only on the arbitrage world, but in the sports betting world. Make sure you won't open more than one account, even if there's a game which requires you to bet on one particular event twice. Make sure you might have somebody, a friend, that you might collect his or her phone to play this game at that person's consent. So play that game like that. Don't use one account to play multiple games. Most bookies won't even allow you to do that. There are many other tips that I would have discussed in this video, but I'll be making a separate video on that. So these are some of the things you just have to avoid. Okay, these are some of the things you just have to avoid. Just make sure you are playing your games. Make sure sometimes, from time to time, you just bring out a random small amount of money. Choose many games, as many as possible, and after choosing them, play it and know that you are going to lose that game. Just take it that you are going to lose that game, so that they won't be in any way suspecting your account, or maybe limit your staking power. Just limit your staking power. And another thing that makes them suspicious about your account is your frequency of withdrawal. You are always placing withdrawal, because you have to withdraw and play another game. That's why whenever you start going higher on your arbitrage quests, sometimes it is good to just leave some amount of money on your account. You can just leave up to 20,000 on each of your accounts. You understand? So you just have to do that, even if you're not able to do it on all the accounts. But just try to limit the way you keep placing withdrawal every single day. Okay? And even on arbitrage, if it happens that you're in that day you have already played an arbitrage game on that account and you have withdrawn, try not to play another one at least for that day, for the next 24 hours, for that day. Just try as much as possible to do that. So guys, let's not deviate much. These are the options that you have to take note of in the arbitrage world, and then just get familiar with them, familiarize with all these options, and whatever you don't understand, you can always drop it on the comment section. And if you know you gained value from this video, and I know and I believe that you gained value, I want you to smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you also smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification, join our social handles, Telegram and WhatsApp, and stay tuned on every of our updates. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you in my next video, and stay blessed.